Hi, Gerhard Bloom here. Once again, looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So let's look at the law of unintended consequences. This law is one that the utopian dreamer never seems to learn or understand. When you intervene in a complex system, and society is about as complex a system as it gets, effects often ramify in unexpected directions. They frequently have impacts far greater than their initial force would have suggested. Time and again, leftist good intentions have exacerbated numerous social problems, problems they don't actually have to live with. Defund the police. What could possibly go wrong? Establish a robust social welfare support system for those most in need. And you end up fostering social apathy, generational welfare dependency, and illegitimacy. You also foster resentment. Increase welfare. Look at how those rich people are living. Envy is an all too common feature of human psychology. It's not actual living standards that count, it's relative disparities. Regardless of how generous the welfare system is, anything short of material equity, will foster resentment. And we have seen, time and again, attempts to achieve equity have all been disastrous failures. These are your Marxist, socialist utopias that thousands and thousands have died to escape from. Millions of people living within them were killed, sent to gulags, concentration camps, tortured, murdered. And do they ever learn from these absolute failures? Absolutely not. And support rent controls. And you find people living in crumbling, squalid apartment buildings. Owners have absolutely zero incentive to reinvest in repairs. And where are the tenants going to move, right? Why would a property owner invest? They've got nowhere to move, right? Because potential investors in the real estate market see absolutely no incentive to build. The market has absolutely disappeared. And then there are the housing shortages that follow quickly upon. Raise the minimum wage, right? Raise the minimum wage. People deserve a living wage. Well, that will certainly help make you feel better about yourself. But how does that actually affect poor people, right? It drives up costs. It drives businesses out of business as they can't support these higher wage costs. And this is money the poorest people can least afford, artificially driving up wages, supply and demand, right? That's the way the system is intended to work. And Thomas Sowell has noted very pointedly that regardless whatever minimum wage statute is on the books, the effective minimum wage is always and will ever be zero. If an employer doesn't think you are worth that minimum wage, they just don't hire you. So this costs people jobs. It raises prices, and it's proven time and again to be an absolute failure. I hope you'll check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice, available on Amazon. Not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues are important. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye.